Digital photography made simple.
Hello again, welcome back to our continuing series on composition here on Digital 1-to-1. On this segment, we're going to be discussing with you depth of field. What is depth of field? And how do we use this technique in our images? Depth of field is really the distance between 2 points on our image that are in focus. Now we have a sample to show you. Take a look. However, it's important to understand that our camera's focal length does make a difference in the depth of field of our image. Take a look at these two samples that we have. One is shot with a wide angle, while the other one was shot with a telephoto. Both images were photographed using a larger aperture opening set at f4. Now, as you saw with our two sample shots, you'll see that the telephoto shot actually gave us a less of a depth of field, meaning there was less distance that were actually in focus in that shot. And that's because we had our aperture set to an f4 or a larger opening. Now, you can refer back to our video on aperture to get a better understanding on how that all works in relation to depth of field. Now, on a lot of point and shoots today, we don't get the ability to change the aperture as we would in a more professional or prosumer camera, but some do. So next time you're looking for a camera and you want to have that kind of control with your depth of field, ask your dealer for a camera that will give you the ability to change your apertures.
Now, as creative photographers, depth of field is important because it lets us determine how much we want in focus and how much we want out of focus. So why is depth of field so important in being a creative photographer? Because having control of our depth of field emphasizes what is important in our photographs and what is not important. Here are some samples showing you the weight of importance in the images. Remember, photography is about building with simple techniques that you learned here on Digital 1-to-1 to make those great photographs.
Now that we have a better understanding on how depth of field works, go ahead and take a look at our other videos on how to build a more creative image.
Now, don't be a snapshot photographer. Here at Digital 1-to-1, we encourage everyone to use some of those great tips. We're going to leave you with some more samples showing you depth of field.
And we look forward to seeing you again here on Digital 1-to-1.